Is it better to have sex after marriage only? Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe. And don't forget that you can enter my giveaway to win 2 spots to join my group coaching program, where I teach you to go from the woman who gets taken for granted, who gets cheating on, who has a low self-esteem, who struggles with her body confidence, who settles for a situationship and all of that, to the woman who is magnetic and who has commitment easily with high value men. So all you have to do is enter the message that I'm going to put on screen later on in the video. You have to put it in the comment section. This is how I know that you enter. And when you join my mailing list, I select one winner as well. So yeah, make sure that you join that so that you double your chances to win. I want to talk about celibacy, and by that I mean not having sex before marriage, because many of the women who follow me are into that. So yeah, I want to tell you what I think about it. So this was something that was practiced, and that is still practiced today actually, for people who are religious, especially for women. I don't feel like men are expected to stay virgin until marriage, but in many religions, if not all, women are expected to remain virgin and not, have sex before marriage. And some of the women who follow me are into that. So yeah, I want to discuss and let you know what I think of it. If you choose to have sex before marriage, make sure you do it for the right reasons. And if you choose to have sex after marriage only, make sure that you do it for the right reasons as well. Make sure you do it because this is how you view the world and this is what makes sense to you, not because of the pressure that you have or anything like that, okay? Because at the end of the day, dating should free you. So what do I think of having sex after marriage only? If you do it because you are religious and it makes sense to you, then I'm all for it. I have seen women remain virgin until marriage. Didn't mean that the relationship was fulfilling. Now the good thing with that is that you get to improve your communication skills, because you are used to solve problems by speaking. You get to communicate with the man a lot, and you build up sexual disciplines, and your relationship is based on other things than lust. So this is good, but I also think that you can have the same thing before marriage. Again, here I talk about my own perspective, because I'm not religious and I don't teach that to the women I coach anyway. But for those who come to me and tell me, yeah, Eunice, what do you think of having sex after marriage only, because this makes sense to me, blah blah, I'm all for it, okay? I always support women who do it, because it doesn't matter if this is a choice. Like, you shouldn't have sex with a man before marriage because I say so, okay? You have to do how it feels like for you, and it needs to make sense to you. I want you to feel free. I have seen men dating women who wanted to remain virgin until marriage, and they had no problem with it, in the sense where if they love the girl, they would stay with the girl. You see, this works on the long haul only if you get married fast, because we are still human and you can't deny our sexual urge and our sexual nature, because you have it too. It's not because you say that you don't want to have sex before marriage that now that your sexual side disappears. It doesn't work like that. You still have it. I don't want you to deny your sexual nature, and I don't want you to think that you have to suppress your sexual needs, because sex is part of who you are. It's part of who you are as a human being. So that's completely okay to have sexual needs and to desire your partner, even if you choose to remain virgin. And what I've seen going on with the women who have those values and who wanted to be married to have sex with a guy is that they marry very young. So this is a bit dangerous, because I don't want you to get married young and fast, because when you are young, you are still very naive, and there are a lot of things that you don't know about men and all of that. So yeah, you need to be careful and take your time. You need to vet his character, his finances, and yeah, just over time you get to know him better, because at the end of the day, when you date someone, you don't know who they are immediately. You won't know everything about them. You won't know everything about them, just like they won't know everything about you. And also, I want to keep it real with you. Sexual compatibility is a real thing, so you need to know in advance how you will handle not being sexually compatible with the guy. And maybe it's gonna be him who won't be satisfied with you sexually, because it happens as well. So that it's easier to please a man than to please a woman. So this is something that you need to keep in mind, and you also need to know how to discuss all those things, and not just discuss, but what you would do in case you aren't satisfied sexually, because sex is an important part of the relationship. If it makes sense to you to wait after marriage, then please do it. I also think that if you choose to remain virgin until marriage, I think that you should also ask for a man to be virgin, because I don't think that it's fair for him to expect a woman who is virgin when he sleeps around and is sexually active. I also think that it would be better for you to be with a man who shares your value and who chooses to remain virgin until marriage, because if he's sexually active, he knows how it feels like to be intimate with a woman, it's gonna be hard for him, even if you are amazing and he loves you and all of that, but for the very long haul he will still have sexual desire.